begoners, where you been? This is how we're doing things today because I have to make a video about this recipe that was shared with me. I understand that Thanksgiving has passed. Like today is November, I don't know, 27th or something. I have no idea. It's quarantine. I don't keep track of the dates. This may all have just been a fever dream. I'm an old lady. I do things in a delayed manner. And also I actually tried to do this the other day, but I chopped off one entire quarter of my fingernail and things have been delayed. So I got this chicken. It's been dry brining for like 72 hours at this point. I don't know if I don't even know if it's okay to dry brine a chicken that long. I would prefer to wet brine, but I don't have like a bucket or like a why would you use a bucket? I don't have a pot big enough to put an entire chicken. It's a chicken. It's like a small turkey. It's in the same family. Like they're both birds. It's poultry. Where was I? The recipe. And my friend is kind of like a kook for goofy recipes or like vintage recipes that are just kind of absurd. And so this is what I got. Somebody has put some text on this that says, I was reading a cookbook from the 1980s and stumbled upon this gem. You had me at the pixelated text, okay? It's like somebody took a photo and it's called new turkey dressing. And you know, it's got like your typical dressing ingredients. You got 4 cups of crushed dry bread, sage, onion, celery, salt, broth, and half a cup of uncooked popcorn. And the thing that gets you, the instructions are very simple. Mix well, stuff turkey, cook 5 hours at 300 degrees or until the popcorn blows the ass off the turkey. I have to make this recipe. I cannot abstain. I have to know. Will the corn kernels pop? The recipe in this book is pretty basic, right? So I kind of put my own little recipe together so that I can make like a more decent stuffing and also create a base for the turkey. I just put like a mixture of sea salt, olive oil, pepper, and herbs like Herbes de Provence. So that's like oregano, thyme, and some other stuff. That's the cat feeder. Hello, baby, say hi.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
That looks a lot better than what's down there. All right, so I've got my breadcrumbs. I'm ready to make my stuffing mixture. And like I said, I took a few liberties. I decided to add some herbs and I cut out the celery because I'm not a big fan of celery. I'm sorry to say. I like celery, like peanut butter boats, with like raisins on top. That's a fine snack to me, but I don't really like celery in my food. I find it annoying. I just feel like celery is a very overwhelming flavor and it ruins food for me. So no celery today, okay? Also, I had to buy like an entire thing of celery and like I only needed a tiny amount and I thought, I'm never gonna eat all that celery. It's like a waste of money, it's a waste of food. I mean, celery is cheap, but it's a waste of food, you know? I'm trying not to waste food here. Like I'm gonna eat this whole chicken, even if the stuffing is gross. Okay, I became overwhelmed. So I'm going to make the stuffing. I've got my oven preheated to 220. I'm going to roast the chicken at 220 for 15 minutes. Then I'm going to baste it. And then I will lower the temperature to 180 for another 60 to 80 minutes until the chicken is done. All right, so I've got my stuffed breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put the popcorn in. I've got some sauteed onions. I sauteed them in butter. And I just need a little spooneroonie here. They've been in the fridge since Thursday when I cut my fingy. I have some chopped parsley and some, like just 2 sprigs of rosemary. Chuck that in there. 2.5 cups of broth, a couple sprigs of thyme, and like 2 bay leaves. Like they're small bay leaves, so I don't think it's too much. The bread that I used is crisp rolls, that like Swedish stuff, because it's already dry and it's crumbly and I thought that would be perfect. I think that's too much liquid. That's what I think. I think I just effed this up. Fresh pepper. And there's a tiny bit of lemon juice in here too. Oh, I'm spilling it on myself. I'm gonna let this sit for a couple of minutes and in the meantime I'm gonna call Uber Eats. Okay, I've let this set up for a couple of minutes. It has indeed gotten a bit thicker. So I think we are ready to stuff our chicken. Hi, can I help you? Teddy really thinks he's gonna get some chicken. Come here. He's nervous because he knows I don't like them in the kitchen when I'm cooking. I find it annoying when there's like animals walking around my feet and I'm like trying to move around and I'm like gonna trip on them. Also, once upon a time when I was in high school, I dropped a knife on the floor and it almost hit my cat. So I like to keep my cats out of the kitchen when I'm cooking just in case, because I'm clumsy. No, you don't get to stay. You don't get to stay. You know the rules. You know the rules. Go. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. I think you have to get your hands messy. So I'm gonna put a glove on. Oh, I dropped the glove. No, this is just unsanitary. Yeah, this is worse than I imagined it would be. This is not. Should I have used a funnel? How do you stuff birds without getting it everywhere? I guess you move the bird closer to the stuffing source and then let gravity do its thing. Okay, I'm learning. I think I have too much stuffing for this bird because you're supposed to leave some space for the popcorn. The amount of stuff. Could be a fire hazard if this popcorn. Okay, we're gonna stop there. Okay, so my chicken is stuffed. And now I just have to create like the basting sauce. So that's going to be, I believe this is 100 milliliters of white wine. I chose Sauvignon Blanc. A little bit of sea salt, some pepper, a little bit of lemon juice, and then I have butter. Don't forget to melt your butter in the mug that your father sent you that says you're a crazy cat lady. Okay, so I'll just put the wine in the butter. Whoop. Mix it around a little bit. A little bit of salt, but not too much, because the chicken has already been covered in salt for 72 hours. And some pepper. The chicken already has a lot of pepper on it, too. A little bit of lemon juice. Whoop. Like so. And that will be my basting sauce. I'm gonna put this baby in the oven. Let's see if we can blow its ass off. I'm so sorry to my neighbors right now. Thank you. Ah! IKEA ovens. IKEA ovens drive me crazy. I want 15 minutes. Come on. Oh my god. It jumps. Like 15! Oh my god. Oh, I nailed it. Okay. I have cooked this bird. Every 15 minutes, I basted this bird. Pa-pow! I have some unfortunate news, however. During the 80 minutes that this bird was in the oven, it never popped. It didn't happen. So, luckily, it's still a delicious bird. I can still utilize it for my daily protein intake. I'll just take a little bit of the breast, you know? This is not going, I don't know how to cut up. I'm also doing it left-handed here. Please don't judge me. First I want to try the stuffing. I can see the corn kernels. That's definitely not gonna be worth chewing, so I want to pick those out. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping that this recipe was for real, but it seems like it's not. There's a lot of corn kernels. Mmm. I mean, it tastes like stuffing. It tastes exactly as you would imagine bird stuffing to taste. It's really good stuffing. It would be perfect without the corn kernels. I'm gonna try the chicken itself. It's dry. I gotta say, it tastes like chicken. If you know what roasted chicken tastes like, that's what this tastes like. I debunked this recipe. I had a good time making it though. I thought about this recipe for so long in my head, and I was very excited about it. I'm a little disappointed. However, I have a bunch of delicious chicken to eat. I'm cool with that. If you know about any other like vintage recipes or silly recipes, tweet your recipes to me. And maybe in the future, I will, make one of those recipes. I kind of like this. It's kind of a nice way to get back into cooking. If you liked this video, give it the good old effing thumbs up. You know what I mean? If you enjoyed hanging out with me, subscribe, We can hang out time and time again. And then if you're not satisfied, unsubscribe. It's that simple. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you soon.